Hey guys, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made $3,200 in a very short amount of time. So with that being said, let's get straight into this. Okay guys, so $3,200 in less than an hour is pretty impressive, I think. Even for trading. Um, and I did this as soon as the market opened. As you can see, this right here, the 1088 was my entry on this. That's what this line is, and I just have it so it just keeps going so that this price line stays, and I have it up here where my sell point was. So well, it doesn't really matter what these two lines really are right now at this second. It really matters why you took the trade, why you executed it there, um, what the plan was, and that's what people don't understand. Um, you have to be able to create a plan it out, a good plan, executing the plan, and knowing when you're wrong to cut losses. Those are like the three biggest things in trading that I've found. Now, don't get me wrong, being able to read charts, being able to read level 2, and know when to get out and when not to get out is also a big thing. And some of you guys may know that I'm good at pre-market trading. I can kind of see when things are going to keep falling. I can kind of see when things are going to pop up. But with that being said, I'm going to kind of just show you here what my thoughts were. I should have did some live trading today, but I had some other things to do as well. But with that being said, this 1088 mark is where I actually got in. It's where I got filled. That's where my average fill was. So, you know, I probably got a few shares a little lower, a few shares a little higher. But anyway, good fill. And the reason I got in, not only did this thing run up from, what is this, 74 cents to 14.50 because of I think it was a reverse split or a buyout. I don't even remember. So there was a catalyst. We got plenty of news, as you can see down in here. Um, that always does help. We had decent volume coming in through here. You don't really see it because of pre-market, but we did have a good little chunk of volume in order to push it up like that in the price raise. So with that being said, it fell, but it didn't fall past this, and I like this a lot. When it comes down to where this candle bottomed here and this candle bottomed here, I see that, and I pretty much, usually I would place a line here, or I just visibly or visually look at it and see that's where I wanted to hold at. It did dip below it a little bit, but one of the big things is that I liked is that this candle right here, this big green candle, was actually kind of the bottom of it. Yes, you always have these wicks that pop down below it, but it kind of just stayed and it kept bouncing, and that was really why my entry was up in here. Now, don't get me wrong, I was down for a few minutes, and then it started coming back up, so I wasn't really worried. And pre-market volume is a lot lighter, you know, as than regular volume. Um, and another thing is being able to look at other chat rooms, being able to see what other people are talking about. And this is CLRB, it was on my watch list. You could have made $1,000 too today without even trading for an hour, just like I did. And being able to just knowing how to is the best feeling in the world, knowing that you're right. So not only would have this been a great short because of this lower high where it topped and double topped it here and it shorted. If you could have found shorts, you could have been, but I was up so much already on the day, I didn't want to push my luck even further. So I didn't. I know when to stop, and that's the difference between a good trader and a beginning trader and a greedy trader. So me, I try to stay humble. I always try to make sure I take my profits. I move my stop loss up, and that's kind of what happened today. Is I got in, and then pre-market it popped up here, so I'm already up quite decently, and then all of a sudden this thing it kind of falls down to this price line, which was my entry point, and it was almost kind of like my stop, and then it started just pushing. And these are 2-minute candles, so it would push, it would pull back, it would push, it would pull back. But my thing was it just kept getting a little bit higher every time it pushed. So my thing was at 12.21, I really wanted 12.23 because if you know me, those numbers are just, I just like the number 23. I decided to go 21 because a couple guys threw up walls right there at the 25 and 23 level. So I wasn't quite for sure if I wanted to get filled, and I didn't want it to get trapped and have this thing fall when I'm holding shares. So with that being said, I ended up pushing it up into 1221. When it was up here, that was kind of like my safety. So it did actually break through, and I didn't have my order in yet. I had a stop loss, and it just kind of filled back through and took it, which is completely okay because I'm up either way at that point, and a lot of people don't understand. Yes, you can try to get this tip top, but also what you can do is just keep moving your stop loss up. That way, when it does go to hit it, you stop out, you sell your shares, so you're already in the profit no matter what. You can't lose at that point, and it's way less stressful. I see people all the time just sitting there going, "Oh my God, I can't get out of it," and they're messaging me and DMing me and everything else saying, "I was up so much on this, but it just fell and I couldn't get out." Whether unless they were market ordering it, and then at that point you're losing the value and you're pushing the value of the stock down yourself. And that's why I teach put in stop losses. So whether you're using TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, Robinhood, anything, if you're up already, go ahead. I don't. If you don't know how to, call your broker. Look it up on YouTube. You're already here. Look up how to put in a stop loss on whatever software, whatever program, whatever application you're using on your phone, computer, whatever the case may be, and it will just take the stress away from you because you know when it falls past that thing, you're out already. So, with that being said, guys, that is really my lesson, and just knowing and seeing the charts develop and being able to push, and knowing that when it gets weak and you see a lot of orders popping up on the ask and a lot of shares, that it's probably not going to work unless you just have a ton of volume. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys took something out of this. So please leave a thumbs up, and I'll make sure I will post at least 2 more videos this week. So with that being said, I will see you guys all in the next video.